We just got a sneak peek of the new agent in Valorant. The team just released the VCT Masters Bangkok cinematic titled Dawn of the Duelist, so let's dive into what little crumbs of lore we found about our new agent. At the start, we see the team heading to Bangkok, Thailand in their VLTR aircraft. The team consists of Phoenix, Teho, Brimstone, Raze, and Vice, which is the same group as we saw in the V25 trailer who were also in Bangkok. Remember this for later. Then we see Teho sending an email to someone that says, "The crew has potential, but they aren't you. Stand by." Because it's Teho who sends this email, it makes me think that Agent 28 is going to be Teho's source that Brimstone mentioned in this other email. Teho's source is the one who initially found out about the incursions on Alpha Earth that the Valorant protocol was missing. I could be way off here, but it kind of makes sense in my head. Is it just me? Anyways, as the message gets sent, we see this visual that looks super similar to our new agent's teaser card. And honestly, I feel like this further supports my theory that this new agent is a duelist with some kind of movement ability similar to Bard from League of Legends. And with the title of the cinematic being Dawn of the Duelist, I am much more confident that Agent 28 is indeed a duelist. With all that being said, the cinematic moves on to several different renditions of various events that occurred throughout the last year of Pro Valorant, which I have some thoughts about that I'll share later. At the very end of the cinematic, we finally see a glimpse of our new agent. The transition here is the same as when Teho sent the email. As they receive the email on their phone, we can see the collar of a jacket as well as some kind of tattoo on their arm. These tattoos are oddly reminiscent of Gecko's tattoos, which are the result of him bonding to his 4 Radivor pals. I'm curious if this means Agent 28 has some kind of bond with Radivors as well, or perhaps some kind of connection to the Interverse? As they move to walk away, the scene transitions to showing us a futuristic style overlook of Bangkok. This makes me wonder if the Valorant Protocol is just meeting up with Agent 28 here, or if perhaps Agent 28 is from Bangkok, giving us our first Thai agent? What do you think? Going back to what I asked you to remember about the group we saw in this cinematic being the same as the group that we saw in the V25 trailer that was in Bangkok. This really makes me think that the V25 trailer was basically an outline for the rest of the year. In that trailer, we saw references to all the locations of the VCT tournaments for 2025, Masters in Bangkok and Toronto, and finally Champs in Paris. This makes me think that the scenes we saw in Paris of the team fighting against this unknown group is going to be the final destination of the lore this year. That would mean the story arc for this year is going to continue to be centered around that unknown group that's been coming into Alpha Earth under our radar. If my prediction about us getting a PvE mode or story mode or updates to the range prove true, it's likely that they won't be announced until closer to the VCT Champs in Paris, which will happen in September and October. Now, with the renditions of different plays we saw happen this past year during VCT, one thing I noticed is that each memory shown has a unique theme. The first is almost underwater, the second is full of flowers, the third is some kind of lava and stone, and the last showcases all these wires and glowing pink rocks. I wonder if this is a hint at some new skin releases we might be getting. The first reminds me of the Blub Blub skin line, officially called Neptune, but I like Blub Blub better. The second reminds me of Mist Bloom, the third reminds me of Primordium, and the fourth, well, I'm not sure. But maybe these are some hints for some 2.0 skin lines this year? Or maybe I'm just seeing what I want to see. What do you think? That's all I've got for now, but let me know your thoughts and theories about our new agent down below. And don't forget to theorize that this might be Agent 8. It's practically necessary at this point for each new agent. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye!